Hello everyone, this is Tony Gordon and I'm a science educator at the Hudson River Museum Planetarium. Now, unfortunately, we can't all be together due to, I'm sure you know, so I'm going to bring the planetarium home to you a little bit. So I'm going to take a minute and show you a few cool things you can see in our springtime sky. So let's go ahead and let the sun set. And you'll notice as the sun sets over in our western sky, that's our little W right here, we're going to see a bright star appear that is actually the planet Venus. You'll be able to see Venus for most of the rest of May before it gets too close to the sun. Now let that night continue. We get to our dark skies. Now you'll notice there aren't a ton of bright stars here, and that's because I have adjusted for the light pollution that you're probably going to see. If you go outside to stargaze, I definitely recommend turning off as many lights as possible. I know that's kind of difficult when you live with a bunch of people or live in a closely packed neighborhood, but you can still see some sights. So one of the most prominent ones you'll be able to see is almost directly overhead right now. We're at about 10 p.m. is the Big Dipper. So we've got 7 stars in the shape of a spoon. Gives us our Big Dipper. You'll notice there's a couple other stars involved in that full constellation called Ursa Major. Look for another awesome astronomy video coming out soon by Ron, another one of our science educators, about Ursa Major and its complement, Ursa Minor, which you may know as the Little Dipper. Now, when I go looking for stars, I like to use a method called star hopping. So we're going to jump from one star to another, and the Big Dipper is really good for this, especially during the spring. So the first star hop we're going to do takes these 2 stars here, and you draw a line through them and down, and in real life this will bring you very close to this backwards question mark in the sky. This backwards question mark attaches to a right triangle here and gives us Leo the lion. Some people don't find him very ferocious. He looks a bit like a coat hanger, but that's what happens when you look up in the sky. Now another way we can star hop is using the handle. If we take this handle and we draw a big arc from it, we end up at this star called Arcturus, appropriately enough. Arcturus is a part of a constellation here called Boötes, which looks like a kite. Now, if you were to continue that line, that arc you've drawn down, we can speed our way down to Spica, which is part of Virgo, the maiden. And then, if you were to try this one more time, but instead of making a huge arc, you make a tiny spiral. You spiral in to find Cor Caroli, one of the 2 stars in Canis Venatici. You probably can't see that second star, so don't worry about it. But the reason I point all these out is a lot of people will look at Cor Caroli, Denebula, Spica, and Arcturus together as our spring diamond. So get outside at night while it's nice and check out the sky. Look for our spring diamond if you can find it. Just make sure you stay 6 feet away from everyone else that's stargazing while you're out there. Again, I'm Tony Gordon. I hope you enjoyed my favorite springtime constellations, and I'll talk to you soon. Stay safe.